This object has been out here for at least 12, it's been here since 12 years ago when I came out here the first time. When the water was lower, I went up to it and kicked it and tried to figure out what it was back then. I've got no idea what it is. I just call it a spool. It reminds me of whatever a spool is. But yeah, that thing's, it's just been in that same spot for at least 12 years, probably a lot longer. Doing a really short morning hike today. This trail, you can see really long ways down it. And I'm just paranoid somebody is gonna be walking up or driving up this trail. But I don't think so. The area I'm in, this is a little bit down the trail after the other dude's site. This is where I got the boards back in that little spot. But yeah, an area, one of the few areas I haven't shown you yet. Well, there's probably a ton of areas. I just tired the day, so I'm not even considering a lot of other fun stuff I could do. But since you hadn't seen this spot, I thought I'd show it. This would be the typical place to come and camp if you drove down that access road and stop here, get a nice view of the lake. I'll go down that path. First, let me just look at some of this debris, or garbage, I mean. I've seen a bunch of these pads, these bed pads. Oh, here's a big spider web. It's hard to see that on the camera, but yeah, I know. Just a spider. He's got a big web though. I'll walk around here. A few more things. Some big old mushrooms. Looks like an animal actually bit into that mushroom. Maybe not. That might just be a natural decay. There's some garbage, some old blankets. What is this though? This might be something I need right here. Oh yeah, look at that. Filled with bugs, ants. But this is something I can definitely, it looks like maybe an inflatable mattress. Yeah. I was going to use that for a shelter. Everything's dirty. If it's an inflatable mattress, I could cut it open and use it for probably a wall. Probably enough material there for one wall. There's the lake. Yeah, it's fairly shallow, that whole lake. It's deep enough to ride a little raft on it. Okay, so someone used to sleep here. He wouldn't have been too long of a walk from Walmart, a little bit closer than my spot. And if you had friends with a vehicle, maybe they drove out and dropped off the plywood and the old tub and those pads for him to lay on. I have a sleeping pad, but I don't really need a pad that bad. I just sleep on the ground and it's soft enough. Nothing really interesting over here. Sure, it used to be a boat launch. The water here was, it would have been better to boat here back when the flood after the flood, because all these lakes were connected. I could have rode a boat all the way from my house all the way down to the Walmart trailhead. This looks like someone drove a truck up in here fairly recently. Yeah, let's keep walking. This doesn't take long to get here from my spot. It's a lot more work once I start walking through that sand after the dirt bike trail. Nothing really over here. Alright. Since yesterday sucked and I didn't get that pizza, I guess I don't really have anything better to do over here today, so since I'm still saving money to make my site look better, I'm just gonna take probably about $15 out of my pay, and I'm gonna try a round 2 down there. I'm gonna go get food at a cheaper place. I'm gonna get just a good beer at a cheaper place, and then I'm gonna go back to that spot and have a nice lunch, hopefully with the $15. Yeah, I know it's kind of boring. I hate to just be sitting around drinking, but this is Florida. It's hot here, and there's really not much to do unless you have a car, a boat, some money. And that's still what a lot of people just do. It's just a vacation zone, a party zone. So yeah, I'm just going to do another round and go down there, since I really have nothing else to do, so hopefully it works out this time. Yeah, I also just wanted to add that I picked up a heads-up penny on the way here and was hoping for some good luck, and it turns out I did actually have a little bit of good luck. I went, and when I got $15 from work, and I really didn't think I was going to be able to get everything I wanted with $15 because it always goes wrong. So, but know that if I hadn't gotten those rolling papers, that all was under $10. So if you've got $10 and you live near a racetrack, you can get an egg roll, a small cheeseburger. They didn't have any double cheeseburgers, or I would have gotten one. But the small one's pretty good. This still has a thick patty. It's just not good quality, but if you don't care about quality and you just really need to eat, and yeah, for less than $10 you can get that big old glass bottle of Mexican beer, an egg roll, or you can get a Tostito, and you can get a small cheeseburger. So that's a good deal, I think, considering if, let's say, I went to the movie theater or to Texas Roadhouse and I wanted the same thing, that would have cost $20, $25. Would have been a lot better quality food and even more food. But yeah, it's not really too bad once you find the good deals, it's not too bad. I didn't bother with McDonald's. There's a McDonald's over here, but I'd rather have the burger from Racetrack than the burger from McDonald's. So yeah, that's about it. I think that'll be it for today. Unless I see a snake or something, I can record that and I'll add this to the video. But yeah, this is where I've been coming to have lunch during the day. I don't have to pay rent now, so I should be able to afford $10, $15 a day for lunch. And this is a great spot to come have a beer, smoke a joint. I haven't seen anybody walking their dog, but no one would bother me if they did. Maybe a cop drives by on that road up to the hospital once in a while and sees me. I worry about that. But I can't really find any more private spots to sit right here. Right here I'm next to the log. I was able to use the log to open my beer bottle, so. And luckily I got some shade today, so today is a lot better than yesterday. What I got at Racetrack, I got a egg roll, I got a Pacifico. This is a good beer. If you've never had it, it is a Mexican beer. cerveza, and it doesn't taste like Modelo or a Corona. It tastes a lot more like I actually think it tastes kind of like a Dos Equis, or slightly like a German beer, you know, like a Mexican version of a German beer. Yeah, and they didn't have tops papers, so I got these Jobs, 99 cents. And yeah, let's take a look at this burger at Racetrack. Usually you get a burger at Racetrack, you're not looking at it, you're just some hungry landscaper. So let's just take a look at it, see how the quality is. Yeah, the cheese has a way of sticking to the wrapper a little bit. Sometimes when you peel this wrapper off, some of the wrapper actually gets stuck on the side of the burger. That's one thing I've noticed. I'll take a bite of this one. I have actually had these burgers, and I'm not being honest with you. There's been little tiny bits of fat that I could actually chew on in it. I'm giving this burger a pretty shitty review right now, but it does taste good and it is fairly filling. You get a good sized burger for the price. So Racetrack did me better than Epic did the other day. I will eventually go to Epic and get a one of those pizzas once I have a little bit more money. But yeah, I'm back at the same spot I was at yesterday. Over those woods I showed you. I'm definitely not going to camp over there. It's just way less private than where I live, and plus these woods here that go to the hospital go a lot deeper. But it just feels so hot over here. I like being next to that lake. I actually can take a dip in it if I need to. So alright, have a great day.